welcome to episode 4 of Crits and Knits. Yay!
We're never gonna have the full party together.
Never again.
Feel it in my bones.
We had it the one time and it will never happen again.
It might. You never know.
We're contractually obligated to have only 3 of us on at the same time. 3 players and a DM. Sorry.
You know, we're gonna make it work regardless.
I know. I'm just being an ass.
So, it's Wednesday, and we're playing a game.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
But even better, we're knitting.
Are we?
Are we?
Well, yeah, we're supposed to be.
Some of us are,
and knits.
Some of us are done. Hey!
Well, let's talk about what we're done. So you get to start because you're
what
finished.
we're done.
Well, at least partly finished.
Yes, I have half of a pair of socks.
Yay!
That's all you
Lovely
need,
and
really.
fluffy. And I learned a new thing on the toe. I learned the Kitchener stitch to
Ooh.
sew it all together without it having a weird lump on it. That was exciting.
Ooh.
And Danny was giving me the business on social media and was like, oh, how long is it going to take him to cast on the next one? Well, I'm already on the
Holy
field.
shit, look at how far you've
Damn.
gotten.
All right. Well,
because I don't have to figure out what I'm
fucking
doing
mic
this
drop
time.
over there.
Yeah. No second sock syndrome for you, man.
No.
That's
Giving me the business on social media. That's how we motivate our teammates. We bully them on
guilt.
Twitter.
Yes.
So we cyberbully them.
I
No.
mean,
Look, whatever works, right?
Well,
It hasn't worked for DB that she hasn't finished anything ever.
fuck you. I have finished several dice bags, you ass.
I tease.
Wow.
she finished the wreath before you did.
Ah, that's true. Oh,
Damn.
sorry.
Oh,
I tease because I love you.
you brought out like the super Canadian over there.
She always sounds more Canadian when she's apologizing. It's to
Sorry.
bring the American anger down.
American rage, Canadian apologies is fine.
It's the worst of both
Next
worlds.
podcast at the Majestic Goose.
Oh, don't give me ideas. I don't need more ideas, friend.
I mean, talk to Grace about that one. She's I met her at university in Alaska, and now she lives in Canada.
Maybe we'll have to do a multicultural.
Oh, I'm looking all over for my row counter, and I forgot that I'm counting on my phone and not my row counter.
Yeah.
Explains why it's not in the bag.
Yeah.
That is fair, yeah.
I've
Oh
been
my
doing
God,
that
E.
For one of my projects, I have to do it on my phone because it's the test knit that I've been working on, which I don't have to show because it's not a Kino knits, but it's also not something that's to be shared yet. It's a secret-ish project from the designer, but it's got a front and a back because it's a shirt, and each has 3 lace sections. But the way it's knit, the lace sections on the front, once it's all joined in the round, are not at the same point in the lace chart as the sections on the back. So for every round, I've got 6 counters telling me
Oh my God.
which row I'm following, because the 2 lace patterns are different row counts. Like one is 10 rows and one is 24 rows.
Oh, God.
So I'm on
Yike.
like 4, 10, and 4 on the front, and then like 6, 12, and 6 on the back. And I've got to keep track of that with every row, and also keep track of the total number of rows. I'm just like, that's a lot of math. I am glad that I have this lovely little stitch counter app that does the math for me, and all I do is hit a little button every time I get to the end. That makes things easier.
The way that you said lace sets made me think of Laceth. I was like, is that how you got the
New
name?
tongue twister. Lace sets.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. Oh.
Lace sets. Ooh.
We shouldn't say things that give me design ideas.
Sorry?
Because I have to finish some other designs because I'm going to see people, and so I have to have the things done. Well, I don't.
Speaking of, that's a good segue.
Yeah. Why are you going to see people?
When are you gonna see people?
Goosecon funded.
Honk!
So yes, Goosecon has funded officially. The Kickstarter is funded, so Goosecon 2022 is on. It is going to be September 30th through October 1st. Did I get those dates right? I think so. Something like that.
Second.
October 2nd is the Sunday?
Yeah.
Right, September only has 30 days. But September 30th through October 2nd in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're going to be there. We're going to be partying.
Maybe.
Excuse me?
I don't know. If you keep telling me I don't finish my knitting, I
You
guess.
think I call you out about knitting? Just imagine how much I'm going to call you out about not showing up to
Oh,
Goosecon.
really? Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Listen, I could be dead by then. There's a lot of things that could happen.
The panini is still on. Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, there are a lot of extenuating circumstances, but theoretically, we're all going to be at Goosecon.
Yes.
That's the running theory anyway.
That's the theory. So,
That's the plan.
it's super exciting. The Kickstarter is still running for a couple more hours. So if you want to get tickets, badges for Goosecon at a discounted price, you can still
Early
do
goose
so.
passes and badges.
Yes, early goose as opposed to early bird.
You can also get a t-shirt.
A goose is still a bird, Danny.
Well, yes, but phrase-wise.
They're the devil's bird.
Well, yes.
Yes.
We're gonna have some
That is
like
correct.
we're gonna have some like goose enthusiasts show up. They're gonna be like,
Well,
Goose
and
petting zoo.
they will. Oh no.
no,
Pecking
no.
Pecking zoo.
Yes, that's about right.
Kickstarter goes until 10 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern
yes.
Standard Time.
So yes, you've got time to go. You can support us if you are someone who is a maker. You can get a booth and have a table to sell your wares. If you are a podcast or a game designer or anything like that, you can sponsor a table and get your information out there. And so you still get discounted badges, and you can get the Kickstarter exclusive shirt. So I mean,
No,
lots of
I
reasons
did.
to still go. Oh yeah, me too.
I'm disappointed that it's not black.
I mean, of course you are, because
like
everything in
black.
your fucking closet is black.
That's not true.
Almost
At all.
everything.
I have a white dress in my closet. Thank you very much. And it's not my mother's wedding dress.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I bought it myself.
Well, that's pretty convincing,
As
yeah.
I realize that I've got 3 white dresses. Why do I have 3 white dresses?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
You've
one of
only
them
been
is-
married once.
I know. Well, one of them is my wedding dress. One of them is my mom's wedding dress.
Why do you have your mom's wedding dress in Georgia?
Because she brought it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'd asked her to. Because we were considering
Oh.
that as an option for me.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
And then
That
she
is a
left it.
legit reason.
Yeah, I was just concerned that you're stealing wedding dresses. Like, be careful. The wedding dress bandit is here.
Although I really need to get mine out and block it again and make sure that it's in good condition. That's the thing with knits, is when you just put them away.
Did you knit your own wedding dress?
I did.
That's baller.
It was so much fun. I actually got a bunch of friends to knit on it too.
Oh.
I got engaged just before I went on a retreat. And so I said, I'm doing this. And I got the pattern. I actually made it out of 2 different patterns that I Frankenstein together. And I bought the yarn, and I got the needles, and I went to the retreat, and I cast it on, and I stopped with everyone that I knew and said, hey, will you knit a couple stitches on my wedding dress? And let me take a picture. So I actually have a
That's so
scrapbook of
sweet.
all of my knitting friends knitting my wedding dress for me. And it just makes me really happy. And yeah, that's the
All
story.
right. Everyone pack it in. It's the cutest thing we're going to hear all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little extra, and I'm okay with it.
You? Extra?
Yeah, I'm
Never.
sitting here thinking about everybody who's a part of the Majestic Goose
Yeah, you're in
Network.
good
Like,
company.
Yeah, there's a reason that I hang out with all of these folks.
I literally painted shoes for a live show that I went to Cincinnati to see with Adam. So like, I did it the night before because that's how I roll.
I mean, of course,
Yep.
that's the way to do it.
Extra and a procrastinator.
You know, there's only so much you can procrastinate on knitting a wedding dress.
Yeah, you have a
There's
hard
finite
deadline.
amount of time. Yeah. But speaking of knitting and finishing things, I did finish things.
Not surprised.
So I finished.
Oh, they look so good.
I
so
love
pleased with
them.
They're
Holy
adorable.
shit.
These are the Step-In socks by Kino Knits. They are not available yet. They were a test, so they're going to be released probably soon. But
They look real big.
they're on sock blockers. And honestly, they're not that big. They're probably normal person foot sized.
What's a normal person foot size?
They're probably going to fit like a size 7
8.5.
shoe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I work in retail. Very common 7 through 9
So
Okay.
it's
because we
going to
run out
be,
of those.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, they're probably going to fit me, but they'll also fit my sister. And they're going to go to my sister because I don't like not perfectly matching things. It just bothers my heart. So I'll send them to her. But she'll love them and her kids will love them. And the girls are close to being able to steal these socks. So
Kids need to stop growing up.
I know, right?
My niece is
problem.
graduating high school this year, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no, you're old.
Cool. Not cool.
my nephew is 16.
Not cool.
No,
Ugh.
I'm an only child.
Yay!
with the family drama that's been going on in the family group chat lately. You're lucky. It's fun to sit back and watch with popcorn from 4,000 miles away.
That is the way to do it.
Yep. Be far from it.
Yep.
Samesies.
I'm like, I'm just here to giggle at you guys and roll dice.
Yep. So what else is everyone working on? Oh, that's not a happy sound.
I am bad at knitting. I don't have a lot of time to learn how to be better at it. So I am still working on this. It is still about the same size as what I was on last a month ago.
So it's
But that's
fine,
okay.
honey.
Every stitch is teaching your fingers the movement.
And listen, Danny has now bullied me into really working on the Kino Knits one. So next time we do this show, I will have quite a bit of that done.
Really? That's awesome.
Whoa!
No, that's
speaking-
encouraging.
Uh-huh. Nah, that's condescending and Canadian.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm sorry I
Um,
interrupted. You were saying.
Well, I just had a question. I know that Kino Knits is our sponsor through the end of this arc. Do you have any notion of how many episodes that's going to be? Keeping in mind that this is us.
Not yet. This arc is going to end, I'm going to say after you get up the mountain. But you have to get up the mountain. And
So in about 4 years.
yes, it could be a while before you get up the mountain.
Look,
So-
we keep disappearing because tweaked backs and knees locking up and whatever Erasmus's excuse is.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Yes, it's going to be probably another 4 or 5 episodes, I would think. And for those of you who've missed it, Kino Knits is our featured designer, and you can get discounts on any of her patterns on her website, kinoknits.com, or on Ravelry, or I forget the name of the other place, but she links to it on her website, and you just use the code crits and knits for 25% off her patterns, which is awesome. And I love Mary's patterns. I've been a test knitter for her for years. I'm a friend, and yeah, highly recommend most of her stuff. So I'm still working on the shawl too, and of course I'm in the middle of the row as I talk.
But you're in the middle, like you're in the easy part of it, right?
I am the part where I don't have to think about what I'm doing because I'm just in the miles of garter. But it's also at the point where, because it's getting wider with every row, it doesn't look like I'm making as much progress because it's not getting longer. Or I mean, it's getting longer, but it's not getting longer as quickly because the rows are longer and wider. So, But I'm almost to the end of this row so I can show you. I should have thought of that before I started talking. It's fine. It's fine. I'm getting there. But
Everything's fine.
This is yarn that I spun myself. So that's why I chose this pattern. I'm using the Cape Town Protea shawl because it uses a flexible amount of yarn. So I can use up all of this precious hand spun without worrying about it. There we go. So.
Oh,
it looks
pretty.
so good.
Thanks. And I'm really liking these colors. They're looking a little bit more green on camera than they do in person. They're a little more yellowy.
I'm wondering if that's because of your green background, though.
It might be.
Just, yeah.
Let's see if
color correction.
So there's the lace section.
I like it.
I really like that. So there's that cute little lace section, and then it just goes into garter for miles and miles, and I'm very excited about.
Forever.
Danny, what are you making? It's a
Um,
shawl from Kino Knits.
Yes, it's a shawl. It's called
I'm just
Cape
reading
Town
our
Protea.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should link to these in our
Discord.
Thank you for knowing the words that just are not forming in my head today.
Mood.
We will do that.
Story of
We
my
will
life.
get them linked in Discord so that if anyone wants to work on the same things that we've been working on, you can.
If you like what you see.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of what else we have to talk about. We talked about the Kickstarter.
Yes.
I know that we talked about Tabula Sono a couple weeks back, and their Kickstarter is ending today as well, I think. Today or tomorrow, because they were the same sort of time frame as Goosecon. So
did they
out.
fund?
Yes, they did.
I think they funded like
Awesome.
almost instantly, and now they're
Oh,
just
that's
unlocking a
awesome.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they've unlocked a whole bunch of really cool stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. We will be using some Tabula Sono stuff for our game here, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Still
I better learn how to use it.
It's super intuitive.
Cool.
If you've got a mouse or a keyboard, you'll be fine.
I have neither of those.
Oh, well, that makes internet really hard.
I just use the internet with my mind.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were tuning in on the radio.
Oh, thanks. See.
I use a joystick.
Ah. Oh dear. Does anyone else have anything that they need to talk about or want to talk about? No? Okay.
What are you doing, DB?
Knitting.
I know, but what are you knitting on?
I'm still working on that giant shawl or no
Ooh.
scarf that
Can we see it
I
again?
started for Christmas. Yeah. So I think last time we were in this
Ooh.
pinkish color, and Danny doubted me, and I got all of this one done, and now I'm on to this one, and this one's almost done,
That's awesome.
and then I'll be moving on to yet another color.
See, that's what happens when I harass you. You do more.
I
Because
mean, yeah.
guilt works.
I'm so sorry.
Peer pressure.
Yes, peer pressure. It's all good.
I gotta edit podcasts instead. I'm just fucking knitting.
Well, I'm sorry. I will stop harassing you so that you can edit podcasts because goodness knows I don't have the brain power to do that most days. I have enough going on with just the writing that I'm working on.
I mean, that is one of the reasons why I don't have time to learn how to do better knitting. I'm working on the podcast that's going to break Danny in a few weeks.
I mean, I love it, but it hurts.
It hurts so good though.
This week was a nice little reprieve. There were threads to pull and strings to put on the board, but like nothing that broke me.
Nope.
Oh,
So that's good.
You're welcome for the very brief reprieve.
Yeah, I've look, between talking to you and talking to other folks, I'm worried. Very worried. It's fine. It's all fine. We're gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I mean, I now know how many episodes are actually going to be in this fucking season because, oh my God, that has been a question for a long time. We've been trying to schedule the talk back for forever and being like, we can't until we know how long this fucking season is going to be.
Yep. Oh, will you not do the talk back until after it's all released?
Yep.
Oh. That's going to be a while.
Not as long as you think.
That's
It's
true.
so that
Time
they
is a
could
weird thing.
drink the tears of their listeners.
Yeah.
We're currently hoping to have it at the end of April,
Okay.
depending on Thomas and Dan's work schedule and studio use time,
Right.
because it is not my studio. I can't just offer it out. Thomas is usually pretty cool about it, though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
And I will stop derailing on my stuff.
No, that's fine. We will go ahead and take just a couple minutes to get ourselves ready for game time. We've got, animals to put up, drinks to refill, recordings to start.
Tears
So-
to shed.
What to shed?
Tears.
Oh. No, not for this one. Yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, we don't know why Erasmus is missing yet.
I'm excited about that. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So we will be back in just a couple of minutes, probably about 4 minutes or so, around 8:30. So we will see you shortly. welcome back. Sorry for that delay. We had some audio issues because of course we did. Damn it, Clancy. All right. So, who wants to recap what happened last time on Crits and Knits?
I mean, as funny as it would be to make the person who wasn't here try to recap, I don't think it would work.
So last time on Crits and Knits, we decided to go up the mountain, and Nellitha was doing all her sneak bits. It made the other ones think that maybe she wasn't old. Mm-hmm. So Erasmus and Owen were like, hey, we should push her into the next body of water that we see to see if the makeup comes off. They failed a lot.
They actually tried.
Yes. 100%. Nellitha was attacked by a zombie squirrel that she was trying to catch in the bag of holding. Nellitha also killed a rabbit because she thought it was sus.
It was sus.
That poor bunny.
And we are currently at a river going, how are we going to cross this?
And then Owen remembered he had a folding boat.
That is true. That is true. So as you are sitting there discussing this, you hear the familiar sound of Chayla coming back into your region. That sounded so weird.
A little bit.
Chayla teleporting back in. This time she's bringing Isolt with her. And as she is arriving, you see Erasmus. He stands up and he's sort of favoring his left knee and gets a little bit closer and reaches down and rubs the right knee and says, Chayla, back in, just after the second Necromancer's War, not the first one, the second one, I tweaked my knee a little, just a little tweak. And sometimes when I don't sleep right, I feel it. I feel it in my knee. So if you could just help me with this, that'd be great. And she sighs a heavy sigh, says, fine. And he looks back at y'all before I'm sorry, that was very southern of me. He looks back at you before he leaves and says, do you want my cube? I can leave it. I'm not going to need it.
I will take his fucking cube.
I want that back. Cube? You can't have it forever. Just till I get back.
Into the bag of holding, dead eye looking at him. He's not getting this back.
All right. I'm gonna take that back if I have to. And poof, Chayla takes him away.
What's the cube?
It's
a pocket fortress.
Yeah.
Oh,
why am I southern? Jesus.
I have one of those too.
Oh, you work here.
Well.
What does yours look like? What am I doing? I
don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. This is a British character that keeps slipping into Southern. What the fuck?
Well, a Southern accent is just a slowed down British accent, so.
Accurate. I've not had particular cause to use it. Not actually sure.
Well, maybe we'll get to find out tonight.
Maybe so. Right. I see you all have gotten a little further. Sorry it took me as long as it did. Magical chiropractic only does so much.
Oh, yeah, you have to go more than once. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, definitely. At least it's a little better than, regular chiropractic where they want you to come back like every week and then every 2 weeks and then every month until you're finally better.
And better with very heavy quotation marks around it, yes.
Yeah.
Magic making things a little bit better. But I take it our path continues across this?
Yes, it would seem so.
Right.
So, you need to get across the water. Owen did point out that he's got a folding boat.
So, how does the folding boat work? Like,
Oh, you have one of those too.
what the hell?
Yes.
Look, when I was told that you were allowed to have like 10 magical items, I said, okay.
All right. So we have 2 folding boats. How do they work? If you get them wet, do they like fall apart, fall back into each other like paper?
No,
No.
it's a boat.
Without your boat, then, one of you.
Well, Owen, you were here before I was.
Who
Okay.
has the bigger boat?
Oh, it can be a ship. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the description. So Owen pulls out this little wooden box that has like a little anchor on the top of it and sets it on the ground and says, ahoy, and unfolds a boat that is 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. It has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lateen sail, which is the kind it's on a mast and it's kind of like at an angle. I sailed tall ships for 2 summers, so I know boat.
Excellent.
All right. Well,
Good news is your boat doesn't have to go too far if you're just going across the river. Although I suppose you do have the option to try going upriver if you would like. That is your call.
I think we should, because you said the current was pretty swift,
It is.
so we should see how far we can get with our little oars, and if it's not going to make it up the river, then let's not do that.
that sounds like a plan. And I'm more than happy to pull on oars, which is not a euphemism, even though it sounds like it should be.
Phrasing.
All right, help me get this in the water.
All right.
Harger.
I'll come and help him push it into the water.
All right. So you're able to get the boat into the water and get aboard without too much difficulty.
I wait until like Owen is on board. I don't trust this weasel. Before pulling myself on board.
All right.
All right, I sit at the oars.
Okay.
Do you want to, or would you like me to row?
I imagine it's 4 feet wide, isn't it? So I guess one of us on each.
Maybe.
Kind of close quarters.
It'd be very
Yeah.
close quarters.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Then I need you to make me a strength roll, please. Just straight strength.
Alrighty. Straight strength. I'm going to use my lovely new dice that my sweet coworker Kate got for me.
They're so pretty.
Oh, 9, 12.
You are having some trouble. It's not easy, but you are making some headway. Going a little bit upriver. It's slow going. You are definitely fighting the current, but you're able to start going that direction.
All right, I would much rather just go across, I think.
Do you want me to try? See if we
Yeah,
can't
I'm
make
gonna
little
lose a
bit?
lot of ground, but sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a strength.
19.
You're finding it less difficult. You're not sure if Owen just got you past the worst of the little rapids, but
Totally.
I loosened it for you.
I appreciate it.
there you go. So you're finding it less difficult, and again, it's not easy, but you're able to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting further up the river. It's how far do you want to try going by boat? To just keep going to the mouth of the river? No, the source of the river. The mouth is where it empties.
And that would probably be too shallow for the boat. I do want to see if we can go up until it becomes difficult because it's too shallow.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll strength checks for, say, probably every 1,000 feet or so.
Okay.
You know what I do need to find out is how long a river is. Let me just look at my notes here. Give me a second. Doo-doo-doo. But you can go ahead and roll the first strength check if you'd like.
14.
Okay, it's starting to get harder, but you're able to make some decent progress. It takes you probably 20 minutes or so to get that first chunk of the river through, or through that first chunk of the river. You can go ahead and roll a second one, and you guys are welcome to switch out rowers at any point.
Dirty 20.
You've hit a nicer patch of the river. And this one takes you probably about half as much time. It's only about 10 minutes to get the next little chunk.
All right. I'm rested up. I can take over.
All right.
All right.
A natural 20 for 23.
Yes, it's definitely seeming easier as you're getting further up the mountain. It seems to, you're not sure if maybe you've hit a point where there's less of an incline, you're not sure, but it's going. You're going nice and fast. We're going to have 2 more, I think, before it starts getting to be a little bit too shallow. Oh, yes.
Can I keep an eye on the banks of the river to see if I see
Absolutely.
anything weird?
Go ahead and roll me perception.
I got a 22, by the way.
Nice.
Okay, yes.
Good
Let's see.
rolls.
Which dice should I use? Let's use this one.
Yeah, when I'm not rowing, I will also want to keep an eye on the opposite side.
Okay. So you
Be
can
like-
roll a perception as well.
Weird stuff going on.
That is a 21.
Dang.
Okay.
Mine is less impressive at an 11.
You definitely see some animals along the sides of the river. Some of them look fairly standard. You've got some deer. You see some moose. You haven't seen a lot of moose around, but there are a couple here. Nellitha, you do see some more rabbits.
There's moose. Abandon the river.
But you don't see anything too out of the ordinary. Nothing that you wouldn't expect to see on a mountain.
Is
At
it
least
an
not yet.
odd number of rabbits? Does it seem weird?
Roll me an insight.
Yeah, they're coming in groups of 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Look.
How dare you? You said insight.
Mhm.
21 again.
You're not sure. You feel like it's a lot of rabbits, but you can't tell if you're just paranoid or if it really is a lot of rabbits.
Fucking rabbits.
You think you might just be paranoid.
I feel like the DM is just telling me that, and these rabbits are a plot point.
I mean, if you lean too heavily on them, they will become one.
I killed one of them in the last episode.
So I heard.
And then you ate
This
it for
looks like-
breakfast.
It was delicious.
Tiny little drumsticks.
I didn't think that could get any more horrifying, but
But yes, it can.
But it did.
That happens. Yep.
I mean, rabbits tasty meat. That's all I'm saying on that subject.
So let's have one more strength roll.
Ooh, 9. Isolt, your turn.
You actually start making some negative progress. You've hit a patch with a stronger current, and it starts pulling you a little further downriver.
All right, let me. I'll
My
tag.
heart.
I'll tag in. I'll actually give him a kind of a concerned look, like, "Are you all right?"
I don't know yet.
All right, Scoot.
All right.
And I'll take the oars.
And let's have your last strength roll here.
22.
Okay. Yeah, that gets you further upriver until you're getting to a point where it's really getting kind of shallow. It's probably deeper than you would want to walk in, but it feels shallow for the boat.
Okay. Then I'm going to start aiming. If I see a break in the trees anywhere or a place that looks like it would be relatively easy to land, I'm going to start aiming in that direction.
Okay. There are sort of open areas on both the left and the right banks. There aren't a lot of trees at this point. You've sort of moved up past the more forested part of the mountain, and you're in the area that is really just quite rocky.
Okay.
And you came from the right bank.
I was gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna aim at the left bank.
Okay. You're able to pull the boat over, no problem.
Row your boat gently up the stream.
You can disembark. You get your feet a little bit wet because, of course, you can't go quite as far up as you could when there was a bridge, or not a bridge, but like a dock type area. Everyone roll me a perception, please.
I don't like the look on your face when you said that. 17.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Oh, 18 apparently. I have very high perception.
Okay. Well, you all are very much able to notice the fact that while there had been a path on the opposite side of the river where you got on the boat, there is no sign of a path anymore on either side of the river as far as you can see. So you are without a path, making it on your own now.
Can I look up the mountain and try to get a sense for where the dragon or rock or enormous raven might have been relative to where we are now?
Yes. Let me see. So when you're looking, it had been sort of to the east. And now that you're looking again, it still feels vaguely to the east, but you think it actually is closer to in front of you. A little bit to the east, but mostly straight ahead.
All right. I will pass that along to my compatriots. It looks like from here we're mostly going up and a bit to the east.
Are we able to traverse the river on foot, or is it still too deep for that? Like, could we wade up until we come across, perhaps?
If you were to go into the water here, it would probably be chest deep-ish.
Never mind.
Yeah, no thanks.
Like I said, it's uncomfortably shallow for a boat, but not uncomfortable. Well, still uncomfortable for you.
But the other way.
The other way, yes. Uncomfortably
Deep.
deep for you. Yes. Am I crackling enough to need to unplug? All right. Let me just pause my recording here for a moment. I apologize. This is going to be a bit of a mess for your editing. Pause.
We can do another clap if you need that for
Yeah.
syncing.
I think that'd probably be a good idea.
Let us part the kimono for the audience.
They can get a view of what things look like behind the scenes when we're getting set up.
All right. Can we hear me now?
Much better. Much better.
All right. I've started my recording again.
Oh, nope.
As soon as you started the record,
come on.
the moment you started the record.
Oh, Audacity. Does this help at all? Did that make any difference? No. All right. Okay, let's try this.
Cannot hear you.
There we go. Have
At least the
to press right
crackling
button.
stopped.
So it's better?
It does help. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Keep talking.
Okay. Are we feeling
talkie.
okay? Any talking?
Yeah.
Any problem with crackling? Excellent. So we will do our 1, 2, 3, and then clap. So 1, 2, 3, clap. All right. Sorry about that, folks. The joys of live streaming. Thanks, Clancy.
Damn it, Clancy.
All right. So you have determined that the smoke and the creature seem more ahead than to the east, and that the river is too deep to walk across. What you doing?
Shall I sneak ahead again?
Yes. Oh, let me put the boat away. Avast! And turns into the box.
I love that.
All right. I'm gonna scout ahead, Danny.
All right. Go ahead and roll me perception, and also stealth if you're planning to be stealthy.
Of course, I'm planning to be stealthy. I got them bionic legs now. That would be a dirty 20 for my stealth,
All right.
and that would be a 15 for my perception.
Okay. As you are scouting around, the squirrel that you saw last time,
This bitch.
it ran
I
away.
killed it.
You killed
No,
it?
I killed
It
it.
died, yeah.
It did die.
I
All right.
murdered that bitch.
I had to
All right,
make
good.
dying squirrel noise. Yeah.
Oh no, did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
that was fun. You see more squirrels, which is a little bit odd because there aren't trees around.
Are they just as weird?
From where you are, you can't quite tell. You would have to get closer to them.
Go try to pet one and find out.
Sure. I'm gonna start getting a little bit closer.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth to see if you scare off the squirrels.
That would be a 31.
Yeah, you don't scare them off at all. They don't even notice you. The wind is blowing the correct direction. They can't smell you. They can't hear you. They can't see you. So go ahead and roll me. I'm going to call it an investigation this time because you're specifically trying to examine those squirrels.
Investigation. It's very good for me still. 19.
As far as you can tell, these seem to be normal squirrels. Just unusual in that there are no trees nearby. But as you're
yes.
looking around, in the distance you can see some, so maybe they're just feeling adventurous.
Round squirrels.
Yes, there you go.
I'll wait for my companions to catch up.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Have you found anything?
The
Squirrels.
squirrels start running away as the
That's
others
fine.
approach.
Lots of squirrels.
Like normal squirrels?
Yeah, it
or
seemed like normal
like
squirrels.
the other one.
Not the undead squirrels.
There was an
Good.
undead what?
Oh yeah. Oh, did I?
It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Don't worry about it. It's dead now. Again.
Real dead now, actually.
True dead. Excellent.
For real dead.
Oh,
permanent.
good.
Permanent.
Stars and stones. Okay. What else happened while I was gone, out of sheer curiosity?
I killed a rabbit and we had it for breakfast.
No.
Erasmus may or may not have pissed himself.
Shit himself, right?
He claims it was a mega shake.
Ah.
Probability is on yes.
That may he acted like his knee was hurting, but I bet it was because he shit himself.
That explains a great deal.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you had an interesting couple of days without me.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. We didn't fight any giant, scary, undead trolls.
No, just scary undead squirrels.
Just one. Squirrels. There's one.
Owen gestures around to more squirrels.
They're not
Could've been
dead.
more.
Yet. Right. Shall we on?
Sure. I'm gonna scout ahead again, Danny.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another perception.
Do you need stealth as well?
Yes.
That is a 17 for perception.
Okay.
Stealth is a dirty 20.
Okay. As you are heading along, you see there's sort of a steeper portion of the mountain ahead of you. And as you get closer, there appears to be an opening in that side of the mountain, a cave.
Do I see any movement near the entrance of the cave?
Not from where you are now, no.
I'm gonna start getting a little bit closer.
Okay, we'll stick with that same stealth unless you want to change
No,
up what you're doing.
No, I'm stealthing.
Okay. So you get closer, and again you see some small animals near the mouth of the cave.
Do they look weird?
Roll me investigation.
God.
I'm making you roll at least something today.
Oh. 15?
As far as you can tell, they seem to be normal creatures. There are some squirrels, look to be a rabbit or two. And as you get a little bit closer, they do seem to notice you this time. You aren't quite as sneaky as you had been before. And so they spot you and run away.
Do any of them go into the cave?
Yes.
Do I hear anything when they go into the cave?
Roll me perception.
Oh, I don't know why I said that. I have a plus 11 to perception. 28.
I mean, you hear the scurrying of little animals, but that seems to be all that you hear.
I'm gonna get right up to the mouth of the cave and look inside.
Okay. And you've got dark vision, you said?
Yes.
And are you still being stealthy?
Oh, 100%, Danny.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm also gonna look for traps.
All right. Roll me investigation to look for traps.
I cannot see that. Investigation. 23.
You do not see any traps.
Okay.
You do, however,
Oh god.
smell it's an unpleasant smell. You think it's an animal of some sort that you smell.
Is it as bad as the trolls?
It is not as bad as the trolls. It has a more natural, terrible smell, if that makes sense.
Okay. Do I see anything in the cave when I get there?
Roll me another perception.
Okay, give me 1 second. Do you also want another stealth check?
Yes, if you are trying not to be noticed by whatever is creating this smell.
Always!
Okay.
So my stealth is 29.
Okay.
My perception is, oh my god, 30.
Okay. How far back are the other two of you?
30, 40 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about
Okay.
right. Possibly as far as 50 or 60, just so we are not bothering her while she's scouting.
Okay. As you look into this cave, you see a creature. A very large creature. It appears that it might be asleep.
Okay.
And as you're listening, you hear the sounds of the little smaller animals in the cave getting awfully close to this bigger creature. You're not entirely sure what it is. You just see a big pile of furry something.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to my friends.
Your friends?
My friends.
Make me a stealth check as you're leaving the area.
Hold on. Let me look at some stuff.
Nat one.
Fuck off. Knowing me? Yeah, this will be the point. What features do I have just in case? Oh, good. I have luck. Oh, God. I'm going to use that luck. Give me one
What did you roll?
I did roll a 1.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
Tiana tried to fuck my shit up, man.
I was
And it
fucking
worked.
right there. Right there for you, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, and you don't have reliable talent yet, do you?
28.
Okay. You managed to get about 20 feet away from the opening of the cave.
This bitch has some super hearing.
Well, it's less that it has super hearing and more that a squirrel ran into it.
This bitch. Fucking squirrels. Fuck those bitches.
And you hear a deep roar from within the cavern, and it echoes. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Wee.
Yeah, definitely picking up my pace hearing that.
I just want everybody to
19.
I just want everybody to know that my note does say a squirrel woke this bitch up.
Okay, so that was a 19 for Owen. What else do we have
Yes.
for initiative?
I got a 12.
Okay.
23.
I got no dex. I am a smitey bitch and a healy bitch. I am not a sneaky bitch.
Gonna set my sock aside because turning a heel during a fight sounds like a bad combo.
Yeah, maybe not the best plan.
You got this. You do fine.
Thanks for the confidence, but no.
What do I get? What do I get? Hold up. Okay.
Sorry, just mapping here. Okay, so Nellitha, you hear this roar. What are you doing? You're up first.
Do I see it?
You do not.
Is it I don't. Oh, fuck. I have advantage to hit a creature that I haven't seen, that it hasn't taken a turn in combat yet, but I don't want to do that because I can't see him.
I mean, if you ran back towards the cave, you would see him.
God. I would much rather do the sneaky sneak and be the hidey hide. Is there a place for me to hide?
There are some rocks and boulders around. If you would like to try to hide behind something, you'll need to roll for that to see how effective you are.
Sure, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
Because hide is a bonus for a rogue. And when I see the creature, I will attack it.
Okay.
But let me, I guess, roll stealth again. Roll to hide.
Yes, please.
God, why does it do that? Okay, 15.
You think you're hidden behind a rock?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Owen, you're up next.
All right. I'm sorry. I was looking at my abilities. Did we determine what this thing is yet?
Nope, we can't see it.
I put on my goggles of night vision and go running towards the thing. Do I make it to the thing?
You said you were 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Are you using your full movement? Are you...
Yes.
You will get to the cave, but it is about 20 feet inside the cave.
Okay, so... I will wait at the mouth of the cave and see if I can see what it is before I go charging in like a dingus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a survival to see if you know what this thing is. You're able to look in and see it with the goggles of night vision. You can see into the darkness there. And it has now woken up and is standing.
Natural 20 plus 5 or 25.
25.
It is a cave bear.
Oh no, not the cave bear.
I actually was not expecting to be right when I made the gesture earlier.
Yes, it's not a black bear or a brown bear. It is a cave bear, which is a different creature entirely.
Oh boy.
If I may speak as a free action, I say, Isolt, it's a cave bear!
Oh, lovely.
And could just leave it alone.
Isolt, you're up.
I mean, we certainly could. You are completely correct. We absolutely could. I'm going to also use my full movement to move up to the other side of the mouth of the cave.
All right.
So that Owen and I are basically flanking the mouth of this cave, and I will ready an action to attack the burr if it comes within swiping distance.
Okay. The bear has stood up, and it has noticed the movement outside of the entrance to its cave. And it seems to move rather quickly. Faster than you would expect a large beast like itself to move. And it is
Skinwalker, isn't it?
going to make an attack at each of you.
Each of us? Wait a minute.
Each of the two who are at the door of the cave.
Oh, good.
Yes. You think you're hiding, so. Owen.
Please.
Math is hard. 11 will not hit you.
No.
All right. Uh, 23. Will that hit Isolt?
On the nose.
All right. So it strikes you with its claws. And it will give you 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Can I see this bear now?
Yes, because it has come to the front of the cave.
I'm gonna attack it.
Well, I do also have my ready to action.
All
yeah,
right.
I think we all do, don't we?
No,
Oh, you didn't have one? Oh no. Okay, I guess.
So
I
we'll
forgot that was a thing.
We'll let Nellitha go
I did
first.
spend my time seeing what it was, I
You
guess.
did.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
So Nellitha, you can go first, and then we'll get Isolt.
That would be. Give me a second. Let me get to my book. 19.
Yes, that will hit.
Cool. And because my friends are near it, I get sneak attack. Sneak attack. So that is 6d6. Come here are all my d6s. That is a d20 that I pulled out. And other things. What is happening?
Math is hard. Dice are hard.
Okay. $20 points of damage.
Okay. Isolt.
22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Minimum damage. That is 8 damage.
Okay. All right. It roars, clearly displeased with the situation. But Nellitha, it is your turn again.
Give me 2.5 for... How many points of damage did you do?
I did 8 points of damage.
8. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this bitch again. And my friends are right there, so again with the sneaky sneaks. Ugh. Dear God, that was a lot of rolling. Jesus. 18 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Oh, thank goodness. Rolled a 10 there. $25 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna hide.
Roll me a stealth to see if you can hide.
I go back into my little boulder. The boulder is conflicted. Unnatural 20.
Yes, you feel quite confident that you have hidden yourself much better this time. Owen.
Okay, so the bear has just roared. Owen roars back.
Oh, nice. All right.
Can I try to intimidate it?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me an intimidation.
Okay, I also have a handy dandy thing called Commanding Presence. When you make a charisma intimidation check, you can expend 1 superiority die and add the superiority die to the ability check.
Okay.
So I have a d10 plus my d20. That's a 12. That's a 6. D10. Hello. There we go. All right. $18 plus, whoops, 5, 23.
Okay. I am intimidated.
Hot.
What do I roll against intimidation?
Wisdom saving throw against being frightened.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, that was a nat 20.
Oh.
So that is 21. So it is not frightened. Confused, perhaps, but not frightened. Anything
All right.
else for your turn?
May I still attack it? It's okay to say no.
I feel like trying to intimidate it like that would be an action.
Okay,
Is that everyone?
then
cool
I'm
with
done.
that? Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
You're the DM, love.
Yeah.
No, but I
Like-
don't want to upset people.
This is fair.
All right.
You afraid I'm gonna roar at you?
Maybe. Isolt, what are you doing?
I am going to use my bonus action to speak the command word for my Ford and get it all lit up.
Okay.
Do I need
your
to
sword
do?
had a button.
My sword has a button and it has a command word. It has two different things.
I
Okay.
really thought you said, I thought your sword had a butt. I was like, okay.
Well, you know. Do I need to do anything in particular to activate that, or am I good to start attacking?
You are good to start attacking.
All right, then I will make my 2 attacks on the burr.
All right.
All right. 23
Yes, that will hit.
and then 16.
That will not.
Okay. So that is and sure, why not? I will use a spell slot to add an extra 2d8 to it with a divine smite.
All right.
I like rolling lots of dice. Don't at me. All right, so that is 10, 14, 19 plus 7 is 26. 26 points of damage.
The bear collapses.
Oh,
Whoops.
hey, delayed reaction to my scariness.
Absolutely.
Totally. That's absolutely what just happened.
Yes, yes. Completely. Yes, there is a bear lying in the mouth of the cave now. Unresponsive.
I
Is
want
it
to
dead?
Go ahead.
I think it
It,
probably is.
it certainly appears to be. I'm going to look deeper into the cave to see if there's any other birds in there.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
It was a mama burr.
Ooh.
It was gonna
That's
break her heart.
17.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. You don't see any other bears in there. You see a rabbit and a couple of squirrels, but no other bears.
So
Some brave little prey animals.
rabbits and squirrels seem to follow you lot around.
No, they're just here.
Uh-huh.
We're in the forest.
No, we're actually really not.
There are trees.
Down there. We're above the tree
There's
line.
the tree right there.
That barely counts. You're an elf. You're supposed to know trees.
You don't know.
Wow,
what I am.
racist.
Ow.
Come on, Nellitha, we don't need this.
I follow Owen.
Where are you two going?
To the rock or dragon.
So,
Right.
I would like you to roll me a nature check, please.
You are going to die because we left you there, but next to a bear corpse.
What you get for being elf racist?
16.
16.
Also, you are crackling, my dear.
Again.
It's fine, just leave it.
I mean, we have a half hour
It's
left,
tolerable.
so,
Okay.
Yeah.
If it gets to be too much, just let me know. I'm going to blame the little scarlet thing that I've got that is fancy and whatever. My computer updated overnight, that's it. Clancy.
That's
Fucking Clancy.
With that roll, Isolt. You feel like this bear was a little more difficult than you expected it to be.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to turn off the flaming part of the flaming sword and then sheathe the sword and have a better look at the bear now that my suspicions have been aroused. And start having a look at the thing.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
All these intelligence checks. I am not good at intelligence. Yeah, that's a 14.
It looks like a bear, like a weird bear. But as far as you know, cave bears are kind of weird anyway.
Sure.
It's oddly hairy, but you don't spot anything unusual about it.
Okay. But I'm weirded out a bit now. If the other two have left, I'm gonna lean and call. There was something weird about this bear. Don't know what. Don't know enough about bears to know. But
Come back.
Something was wrong with it.
Come back.
Let's look at this fucking bear. Can I try and roll it over?
Sure.
This
Roll me a strength check.
This is how Nellitha throws out her back for real.
I'll help her with it. I'm not gonna make her roll it over by herself.
With advantage?
Oh, with all of you working on it, you can get it rolled over.
Okay.
You've got two very strong friends helping you. So.
Yeah, we rode all the way here.
There you go. Yes. Okay, so you've rolled it over, and you're investigating it as well?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me your investigation.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
All right.
My scores are very high. I'm not lying to you, I promise.
I know. I mean, you're all level 10. It's expected that you're going to be doing better than a level 1 set of characters.
Fair.
So you are looking at it a little bit more closely. You seem to have a little bit more experience with nature than some of your friends. And you're looking at the underside of this bear. And it's a female bear. As you're looking, though, you're sort of moving the fur around, and you see a patch on the belly that is not natural. As you're looking at it, it's sort of almost a pea green discoloration. It doesn't have fur on it, and you can see stitches around the edges of it.
Somebody's experimenting on bears.
Don't like this. This is very
Can I
necromantic boogaloo.
Can I cut the stitches?
Sure, you can try.
Yeah, I'm going to surgically open this bear up.
So as you remove the stitches, it looks like this is not very new, that the skin has healed. So it's not that it just sort of falls open.
Oh, that's fine.
So if you want to remove this patch, you're going to have to, cut it off.
That's fine. The bear's dead.
Okay.
In theory.
I have weapons out. I will stab it again.
Well, and we're all here as well.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes you a little bit, but you're able to cut away this piece of flesh.
Oh, gross. Okay.
It is a weirdly discolored piece of flesh. It's mostly skin. There's a little bit of muscle that appears to be attached to the skin, not to the bear muscle.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like bear skin, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Interesting.
You know, the necromancy wars, whatever the fuck you guys called them. I know jack shit about any of that. What does this all look familiar? Were they
Does
using?
it all look familiar?
Roll me history checks, please.
Ew. All of these int checks. Good Christ. 12.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So as far as either of you recollect, the necromancers in the Necromancer Wars were fairly standard necromancers. They simply brought things back to life. You didn't hear of anything odd like this, where they were patching up things. A lot of the undead that they brought back, if they had holes in them, they were undead with holes. Flesh falling off, whatever, they didn't care. It didn't seem to matter to them because they were undead. So nothing like this that you were aware of in the previous two Necromancers' Wars.
Okay, well, that's fun. So who, or I guess, what is the point in adding flesh to a bear that I don't think was dead before? And what is the point in making squirrels undead?
And what is the point of just releasing them to their own devices and not following up with the scientific method?
Exactly.
Well, it feels rather like someone training, someone practicing.
Still seems kind of odd that they would just be like, okay, go run around on a mountain.
Well, when you're running experiments and training, you're doing hundreds and hundreds of things.
That's fair.
Would you want to keep that all around you? The smell alone.
And squirrels and rabbits are prolific.
Well, also, definitely. But letting two undead trolls that far down the mountain is problematic because obviously people are going to come looking if those two had wandered into town.
Sure, if.
Not if everyone was dead.
Well, there's that.
There is that, but
I mean, assuming that they went for the town and not for us.
no, I meant if we hadn't gone on our little adventure, they were
No.
already coming down the mountain,
Right, but if they
screaming that they were hungry.
if they'd gone wandering into the parts of town that don't have people who go out looking for trouble professionally.
I don't know what you're talking about. They
You
seem
know
like
exactly.
they can handle themselves.
Some of them can.
Fair.
So, I don't know if this was undead per se, but it was certainly harder to kill.
Yes.
It was harder than I expected a cave bear to be. So, something to keep an eye out for.
Definitely.
If that dragon or rock turns out to be a giant flying squirrel, I'm going to snap
Oh my
out
god,
at
what if
someone.
it's a giant flying undead squirrel?
I'm going to snap out at someone if that's the case.
Oh my god.
DM
I'll
changes
blame
her
our
notes.
It means that Nellitha will have won the bet. She said it was neither.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
Well, I guess we go up the mountain and see what the fuck is going on.
Quite.
Can we still see the whatever circling?
It is not circling right now.
Is that the first time it stopped doing that?
It's the first time you've noticed.
It's gone. That is somehow more concerning.
Right? You would think that it would be less concerning to not see a thing, but all of a sudden, I prefer to
Maybe
see it.
it died. It just
It's
took
like when a
itself
small
out.
child is suspiciously quiet.
Exactly that. They're usually wandering into the forge with that when that happens.
Ugh.
Child does that, they deserve to die?
Whoa.
Oh.
Sorry. Nellitha hates children.
Okay.
Why did I decide to travel with you people? You're
You didn't decide to
insane.
travel with us. Also, we're not insane. We just don't like children. Well, I just don't like children.
I'm not the biggest fan either, but I'm not like push him in a pit.
I didn't say I would push them in the pit. It's Darwinism.
It's what?
Who's that?
Oh, he's very scientist man. He believed in if you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough. Survival of the fittest. All that jazz. Moving on.
It is starting to
Sure.
get later in the evening. You did spend the majority of the morning on your way up the river, and then you've spent the afternoon getting somewhat up the mountain, finding the cave bear and killing it.
Do we set up camp in the cave, or do we do it in our little huts?
How tall is the
Towers?
cave?
It's tall enough that there's probably a foot or so of clearance for each of you.
Oh,
It's kind of a tall one. Of course, cave bears are also quite large, so there was...
there's that.
I
mean-
don't know about you, but I prefer sleeping in a bed.
That is true. I do prefer sleeping in a bed as well.
It's not like the magic fortress runs out.
No,
Fair.
but having the magic fortress not inside of the cave might make it visible to the person running magical experiments.
Would it fit inside the cave?
Not
No.
as far as I can tell.
Mm.
So we may have to give up some of the comforts in order to not be immediately visible if someone happens to be looking this direction.
We have bed rolls.
I know it's less comfortable, Owen. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow
I
we'll
did
sleep.
just get my back seriously ripped open, 3 days ago now.
Yes.
You'll be fine.
All right, but you're going to have to listen to me complain.
That's
I'm
fine.
used to it.
There's a saying where I come from. I'm not going to give up, but I will bitch about it the whole way.
All right, I'll come, but I'll complain the whole time.
Sounds about right.
Lord Bob of Burgers.
But yeah, I think what we're setting up camp inside of the cave, possibly moving the bear a little further, like under a rock outcropping or something, just so it's not
Yeah.
also visible.
Okay.
I only have to rest for 4 hours, and then I could take watch.
All right, I can take first watch. Owen takes second, or vice versa. I don't care.
Oh,
We've been doing human take first watch, Nellitha take second
all
and third.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only need 4 hours.
Right, but if we're sleeping for 8 hours, there should be 4 watches technically.
Yeah, I just do the rest of them.
So
It's 4-hour watches is what we're doing. Right?
we
But
have to sleep
Nellitha
for
does two.
we have to sleep for 6 hours.
Right, so the human watches for 4 and switches out with Nellitha, who only needed 4. And she stays awake and watches for 8.
So we
or
get 12
6.
hours of sleep.
Well, how
'Cause
you
you
get? I guess 6,
Just
probably.
basically 6 or 8 hours.
'Cause
Nellitha just
usually-
takes everything else.
Because usually the way that watches work is it's 2 hours per person, so it'd be human, elf. But I mean, I'm fine with, only one of us having to.
I mean, human elf works if you guys want
Yeah,
to do it
that's
that way.
that
fine by me.
Yeah.
Duck, duck, goose.
Honk.
All right. So, first watch, go ahead and roll me perception.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Oh
Oh
dear.
no.
I love it.
You don't notice anything. There's a large bear in the mouth of the cave, so it's kind of hard to see around it. You hear some sounds of animals, but not much. The squirrels and rabbits seem to have disappeared, maybe? You don't hear them.
Okay.
But things seem uneventful for you.
All right. I will wake Owen.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, right. Also natural one.
No!
We're gonna die.
Fucked. We're fucked.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
Great.
You, again, are very much aware of the large bear that seems to be protecting you. You think that it's probably scaring off anything that might consider coming this way. It's large and hairy and kind of smells funky, so. And that is it for your watch.
What's it?
Nellitha,
You have to roll better than a 1.
please notice the danger.
I have luck, so if I get a nat 1, I will use it again.
How many do you have? You already
3
used
a
one.
day.
Oh, okay.
And she's
Yeah.
taken long rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was it? A perception check?
Yes.
27. The danger is right here. I can see it. You guys have missed it.
So, you have the brilliant plan to go sit beside the bear so you can see around it. And you're looking out across a very rocky area. The upward portion of the mountain is behind you, so you're looking sort of downwards. Further into the distance, there are the trees. You don't see any more squirrels. You assume they've all gone back to the trees for the night. But you do see several rabbits.
E's reaction to that is my favorite.
You see several rabbits.
Are they doing anything?
One of them comes up sort of towards you and looks
Okay.
as if it is trying to check you out.
Okay, I will let it.
It gets a little bit close. It seems kind of friendly.
Okay.
It is close enough that if you wanted to, you could reach out and touch it.
I'm going to
Do it.
reach out and pat the rabbit.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Oh, I don't think I'm good at those.
And that's where we get the 1.
Will you stop with these words?
Now, you kind of wish for a 2.
16.
Okay.
Rabbit successfully patted.
The rabbit sort of gets very still, but it lets you pet it.
Okay.
What was that? There was a sound. Someone did something on stream.
Oh, we gotta follow. Thank you,
Oh,
Kaylee
thank you.
Bug.
Oh.
My new friend.
Hi.
Yay.
Oh,
Don't
I
mind
think
us,
I know
we're
who
all
that
fed
is.
here.
That might be my work buddy. Hi, work buddy.
Oh.
Yay.
Don't mind us. We're all mad here, not just E.
So yes, the rabbit lets you pet it.
Okay.
Um,
You're rolling a lot and I don't like it.
for a few moments.
Okay.
And then it bites at you.
I pull the hand away.
Roll me a dex save.
Oh, Danny, that's a +9, my dude.
Who's that hole?
I'm gonna use my luck.
Did you roll the 1? I did not say it this time. It is not my fault.
The 19.
It misses. Barely.
Fucking little shit.
And it looks at you.
I look back.
And it makes a noise that doesn't normally come from a rabbit. Sort of a hissing sound.
Oh, good.
Then it hops away. Roll me insight.
I'm gonna have to kill this rabbit.
Famous last words?
19.
It's going way faster than a rabbit should.
Shoot it.
Roll me an attack.
Let's not do that one. Okay. 24.
Roll me your damage.
Oh my god.
Don't like the way she said that.
10 points of damage.
You think, based on the last rabbit that you shot, that this should have just pinned the rabbit to the ground. It keeps running.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
I don't like this bitch.
What is your range with your arrow? With your bow?
It's 80 and then 320. What's it at disadvantage would be that one.
It's disadvantage after 80? Or
Yeah.
after? Okay, go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Oh my
Holy
god, this bitch is
shit.
fast.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, I rolled a 15 and a 16, so 15 plus 8.
23.
Thank
Is that
you.
what you rolled last time?
20. No.
Or was it 24?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. You do hit it, so roll your damage.
This bitch. 9 points of damage.
It keeps going.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
I only see one. Like, that's the only one.
You had seen a couple of others, but they didn't get close.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let it go and keep an eye on the forest.
Okay. And I think with that, we're going to end for the evening.
3 rabbits.
What the hell?
Who killed the bear? No, Isolt killed the bear. Got it.
I did.
So, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, it was. It very much was. What the fuck, Daddy?
Danny's
the
making
fuck?
shit up. You can't go off the rails if there
That's
are
what
no
you do
rails.
as a DM. Yep.
That is my motto.
Very few things terrify me more than a GM making shit up.
You should be very scared then.
I'm terrified.
Well, you
And
missed
delighted.
last week when she said we had already messed up her plans somehow.
Ow! That was so fast.
Oh, in episode 1. Episode 1, I had to sort of rejigger some stuff. It was fine. It's fine. I have a vague general outline, and we're making it up as we go, and it's going to be fine.
And I mean, honestly, with us, more so maybe than with most normal players, you really do just have to do that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Rolled
fun.
and crotchety.
Old, crotchety, and we're all very experienced. So
Exactly. That's when you get things like a strange rabbit.
I'm just waiting for it to be carnivorous.
It almost was.
Have we been watching Monty Python?
I don't have to watch my Monty Python again to remember that particular reference.
True enough. All right, so with just a few minutes left, do we want to go ahead and let everyone know where they can find us?
Sure.
Who would like to start? She says.
I guess it's E.
Oh, always catch me when I'm counting.
That's the
I'm
trick.
I'm E. You can catch me on Twitter, yelling about mostly Star Wars these days.
Okay.
That's Holloway, HAUL_AWAY.
And I fixed it on the overlay.
Now I'm
Yes.
not some guy who snagged the username 10 years ago and
Camped.
ruined my
Yeah.
chances.
Nothing but trouble. All right, let's go counterclockwise to Isolt. Tiana.
Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm on the twits as Vanna1895. I am most commonly found over on Quests and Chaos, which is twitch.tv/quests and chaos, where I was running a game on Mondays and now I'm not because Natural One is taking that slot back. But I do play Isa Sangiovese on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, as we are attempting to solve a murder case with the worst group of people to possibly try to solve a murder case. We have the joyful barbarian, the Oath of Glory paladin, the incredibly naive druid, the smart but hidden sorcerer, and the question mark bard. The bard has a lot of question marks over his head at the moment. Saturdays we play Call of Cthulhu. We are off this next week just because of life and the universe and everything. I am also the editor, producer, and one of the actors on the Redacted Reports, which dropped an episode today. And we're ramping up to Father's Day. There's no way this can go wrong. What else? Anything else? I am Misty Charlotte Palladino on Roll for Weird here on the network, and of course I am here as Isolt.
Yay. Okay, DB.
Hi, I'm DB. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Deebles_Todd. You can also find me over on the Nerd Asylum, where I am in a whole bunch of different shows. Just follow the Nerd Asylum on all social medias and you'll be able to find out what we're doing. I am also over on 20-Sided Adventures as a runaway space princess. And then I am the keeper of Roll for Weird, and I am one half of the Disaster Crafters with Danny on That's Pretty Crafty.
All right.
I love it. That's the name that you've landed on for yourselves.
It
Yes.
works. Oh man, it works. I'm staring at the scar on my hand. Yes.
I have none of those yet.
Yet.
So
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just a disaster queer, so you know.
We're all disasters in our own way, and it's fine. We love each
Yeah.
other. So I am Danny. You can find me all over the internet as Danielle Lenoir. You can find me hanging out on the Majestic Goose Discord. You can find me on Roll for Weird as Laseth. You can find me as one of the Disaster Crafters on That's Pretty Crafty. You can find me on Doom Clock. We're doing our finale this weekend on Saturday, so that should be a thing. And you can find me on the Eclipse podcast as Whiskey, where my southern accent really does happen and it's supposed to be there. And you will be able to find me at Goosecon, so
Woo.
take a chance, head out to Kickstarter and check out Goosecon 2022, and you can get, like I said before, you can get discounted badges, you can sponsor a table, you can have a chance to come see us all in person, which will be really cool. That's September 30th through October 2nd in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I think that is everything. Thank you all for coming and watching us play, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.